Good morning, second years. I'm sorry there's a little bit of noise in the background today, so hopefully it won't interrupt your learning too much. So we're going to start learning about inequalities. Okay, this is something that you will have seen before, but you mightn't remember. So we're going to start with some of the symbols. And there are 4 symbols that we want to know the meanings of in inequalities. So the first one is the less than symbol. You can see it on the keyboard of your computer as well. So this one means less than. Because we read from left to right, the smaller side, the pointy side is here. So the smaller number will go here. And the bigger number goes here. You might have read this as, or you might have learned this as like a crocodile eating, the crocodile mouth eating the bigger number. But I just like to think this is the smaller side of the symbol and this is the bigger side of the symbol. So for example, we might say that 3 is less than 5. And that's a true fact. So 3 is less than 5. Now, a very similar symbol, but going in the opposite direction, is this. And this means greater than. So again, the bigger number goes on the wider side of the symbol, and the smaller number goes on the smaller side of the symbol. And again, let's give an example here. We might say something like 7 is greater than 2. So 7 is greater than 2. Another true fact. And I think you might have seen those symbols before. You definitely did when we did sets. There's 2 more symbols that you mightn't have seen before, and they look nearly identical, but they have an extra line underneath them like this. So this symbol means less than or equal to. If I'm asked to list the natural numbers less than 3, I'd write down 1 and 2. But if I want the natural numbers, and we'll talk about what this means again in a second. Natural numbers just means the counting numbers. The natural numbers less than or equal to 3. I'll include 3 in my list. So I go as far as the one that's equal to it. So these ones are called strict inequalities. That means they can never be equal. Inequality means not equal. Whereas these they include the value. And of course we have greater than or equal to as well. Greater than or equal to. Okay, so for example, here, I might be asked to list the numbers that are greater than or equal to 5. And that's a list of numbers that starts at 5 and keeps going, and it keeps going forever. Okay, so those are the 4 symbols that we want in inequalities. Now, I'm going to make a separate video that includes the types of numbers. So that's what we're going to move on to next today.